It's Discover. What's up with you? What's up? So enlightened, so enlightened. Let me enlighten you. Are you enlightened? Are you enlightened? Do God put the light on you when He showed you your enemies? He's putting the spotlight on you because He know there's people who's trying to change the very blessings He's about to throw your way. People don't want to see you blessed. They don't understand. And what I don't understand about people is that they don't learn from their mistakes. Somebody quick to be perfect can tell you that in a minute. First of all, I'm not pasteurizing, and this is not a financial channel, but this is a channel with experience, true life experience, through people, through friends, through companions, through people outside of work, through people outside of home, through people outside of business who share stories as you go along. Why? Because they liked what they saw in you. They knew there was something different in you. There was something spontaneous about you. And your haters hate the attention that you have. That's it. It's competition of attention. But hold on. Don't be discouraged. But no, I like to look at this, and I gave myself 3 letters that I want you to stick with today. You're trying to make life different. You're trying to give in a different tone. And no thing is perfect because you don't see when obstacles come your way. You don't see when powerful obstacles come your way, which means people of power using others in other position to get what they want to get you to do or to get a reaction out of you that they expect. Being chosen, God allowed you to see them things. We saw them when His Son came. And that's why I always say people don't learn from their mistake. Don't judge me. Because you're going to put me in the same position that you'll put His Son in. And many people have done that. They judge other people, not realizing that they put them in the same position of other people. Because while you will sit there judging me, your words that you put upon me and said about me, somebody who doesn't have the same mentality of you, who is criminal minded, used what you said about me and came at me. But you were the professional one, as you call it. You were the one, oh, I'm so professional, we're going to do it the right way, where the right way is making sure nobody gets hurt. That's the right way. So God allowed you to see that even though your enemies try to do things, or people who don't like what you do because what they're trying to accomplish, God allowed us as chosen ones to see these things. And you are no better because I, being little, can't do nothing to you. But you knowing the people in power that you know can do something to me. And that's when certain classified of people are exposed. And they get mad at you because you was there, but you wasn't there. Because God had you in a different position. He was showing you something. So when He take them down and He bring you up above them, you know why they went down. Because they forgot that people can be blessed in all situations, in all happenings. And no one can stop your true blessing. They can hold it. They can rub it down. They can call it to another man's house. But eventually, that blessing going to have to come to you. And it can only come by that man's house being destroyed. But you had nothing about that. You being chosen gave them fair warning. You warned them. So in these 3 letters, we tried to make things different. My 3 letters is diff. D, period. I, period. F, period. Diff. What did that mean? It means the very spectrum of the things that are to come. It means that you sat there, you said this, but you didn't know that what you said brought issues, brought problems. And you think that person brings problems. That person is only repeating what you brought their way. I saw that man over there waiting for me. I saw that boy over there with a recorder on me. And when you begin to see these things and they begin to realize these things, then they know, wow, how did she or he made it? Because you also observed as you was going through, as the enemy was taking everything they could take from you, because it's power. They in the position, I am the boss. I am above the boss. And if the boss don't like you, obviously the person above don't like you. And that usually stream down. And if they know other people in position, it's going to carry on. But it doesn't mean that God did not allow that to happen. Because everything that God touches happens for a reason. Because I need to wake you up. I need to wake you up. And I need to wake you up to let you know this person I have favor over. This person is not showing off. This person ain't trying to look good. This person has been doing his best to do as I say, to be happy, to live, to not think about tomorrow, think about today. So I'm sure they look good in their new shoes and their new shirt and their new hat because they're thinking about today. They're not thinking about tomorrow, but you out there talking about look good. Mrs. Look Good, Mr. Look Good, when no, it's more than that. That's your perception of life. So that's why we are chosen, because the most chosen one before us was Jesus Christ. And these same people probably go every Sunday and sat down, open up a book, are the same one who's judging you like they judge him. And they're collecting money like they're trying to collect money off of you. So that's now, Jesus said, if they do it to me, they'll do it to you. But he warned you about that. So you could be better prepared as chosen ones. So you could know it's not what this person think, what this building of this power have, what this 5100 company has. It has to do with what's coming up and what's going down. Because eventually what goes up in business got to come down. So when the rappers was changing and doing this and the business people was changing things, it's all a collaboration of change. So I was telling them, why are y'all getting upset? This is the rich man tale. Every 25 years, I ain't talking about a decade. Every 25 years, there's drastic change in music, in relationship, and in money. And aren't we going through that drastic change? People don't get married like they used to. Do you hear marriages? Not like they used to. Not even relationship. A lot of people is being single. And then you come to the understanding and realizing that when I begin to put more recognition into the past life of others, I can begin to make understanding to what could be and what is not. Because what could be is what we learn. We learn from our past. So therefore, if we were told not to judge, thou should not be judging. So that's why they like your lifestyle, because you don't judge. But they sitting there judging you. And they wondering how you make it through. How you made it from step A, B, and C when I saw D with you. And D wanted to make sure you didn't even get close to him. How did you do it? D-I-F. Diff. I'm trying to be different. I'm trying to be different. I don't even look at people because now that I know if they did it to him, they'll do it to me. So in order to be better than them, and they think you're not, but I know I am better because I perceive to be better because what you did to the person that you even call yourself looking up to and honoring, you give no recognition of his words. His words were to do unto others as others do to you. His word was to love thy neighbors. His words was to, if they do me like that, they'll do you like that. But when you tell them they're doing you like they did him, they don't want to hear it. They don't want to hear it. They ain't want to hear it with him. But he did that so you can save your sacrifice. Like they trying to sacrifice you. That's why they don't want to hear it. Because they're trying to sacrifice you. But they love your lifestyle. They love to see how you make it through each trial and tribulation. They love to see knowing the guys at the corner waiting to bring you down. Oh, they ain't sitting at the bus stop. He ain't sitting at the bus stop talking all that mess. He's sitting at the bus stop waiting for you to fall so you can come to him like the other young ladies on the block came to him. But little did he know God chose you because God's going to show him and the other characters around him who's waiting on to see your fall so they can try to utilize you the way they want to do. But it becomes It's different. What sacrifice? Because now you are chosen because you saw all the sacrifices they did. You was willing to be and stay at your chosen state to know that I can make it through. I know they trying to sacrifice me. I know they trying to use me the way they want to use me. But God got a different direction for you. And it's not to be a follower, but to be a leader. And you are chosen. And they don't care what ethnic group they are. They're going to come after you because there's what? Subcultures. There's a rap culture. There's an R&B culture. There's a police protection culture. There's wannabe police protection cultures out there. And those are the ones God is governing over today. I tell you. They love your lifestyle. They trying to be like you. No lie. But it's D-I-F. Because God made it different for you. Even though you had a Pittsburgh. You know why you had a Pittsburgh? Because God knew that you're going to touch it. You're going to open up that program. But after that, you're going to go through some stuff. But look, you was going through stuff before you opened the program, but you was able to stop for a second and do something a lot of people couldn't do it in that community. Open a program. And then you did what God told you to do. You dispense it off to somebody else. But even the person you dispense it off was in the community, couldn't do it. The community couldn't understand, but God's going to get them to understand. Because for years, nobody did it, but you did. So the people who's trying to make changes in the future are coming after you from the past. But they didn't know that where were them in the past. Because see, in the future, I didn't go after that person. I saw something that needed to be done. And when trouble came my way and I was unable to carry it on because that was God's purpose, he put it somewhere else. But listen, if the same trouble is following you, and it is from New York, or it is from South Carolina, or it is from where? Africa, or it is from Mexico, or it is from where? Cuba, or it is from Canada, guess what? That means God has an alignment. That means God has purpose for you. That purpose was your purpose, but he's taking you on alignment because there's something that is going to happen that you're going to have to come back to that purpose again. To make everybody know, listen, get up. I can say I want to change. Changing the community is not being a bully. Bullying people that you think can't do what you want to do. But actually going out and what? You reach out to someone. They love your lifestyle. Why? Because you know how to reach out. You reach out to so many different people. People are upset and angry over what? The communication. And that's how it was with me. I was communicating with so many people. All of a sudden, people started to come against me. Then they started to communicate it with the same people on certain levels I used to communicate with and turn them against me by using other people to try to push that blessing aside. But you being chosen, being aware of it, God let you know because he already know. I chose you because I know what you're going to do. You're going to diff. You're going to be different than those who was around the number one chosen. I ain't trying to sacrifice you. Just like we ain't trying to be sacrificed for no other man's position. But there are so many that will sacrifice you either because they don't like the color of your skin, don't like how you walk, or how you talk. But when God said, do not judge, because I have chosen you, what does that mean? I have chosen you. Do not judge. Be diff. D period. I period F. Because I am not diff, I cannot make it. Do you understand? If I'm not different to the call, to the making of what it is, of what can be. Number one, chosen. So when you're chosen, you're going to go through suspenseful happenings and events. And you're always going to be on top. I don't care where, even if you're at the bottom, you're going to be on top. Do you know what it is to be at the bottom and on top? Which means everybody's going through, but you're going to be where the other people are making it through the top. But not in a position where they're getting it the wrong way, but when they're getting it the right way. Without disturbing up people's lifestyles, without disturbing their bank accounts by robbing them. You're going to do it the right way. That's how you're going to get it. This chosen one like me. And then the new thing is the new meaning that we have, and it will take effect because there has to be new meaning to the change. There has to be new meaning to those who are low, but yet you on top. Like nowadays, people are telling you, don't put everything on Facebook, don't do this and don't do that. Because when you do, people are following you to steal your blessings. They actually are following you. And I caught that yesterday. I caught somebody, young man, a couple of young guys. But these are things that God teach you. And you're not only watching, but now other people see because you've been talking about it. And then he began to notice, so he had to back up. But if it wasn't for you streaming, talking, letting people know through different subjects, different streams of what's going on, whatever your topic is, it brought attention to you that people in your area is also looking at other people because how am I to make it if you always trying to put a foot on top? And people will do that. People in power begin to lose power because they begin to not have favor and forget about when they didn't have power and they were given power. So that's how people easily lose their power because for power to be given, it have to be a respectable measure. You have to be respected. And once you lose the respect because you disrespected someone who is respected, you and your power will begin to be questioned. Wow, you allowing this to happen to this lady and this man, and we came here to talk to you, somebody of power who we know can't change. But if you don't want to change it, means you must be against this person too. And that's how people of power lose their power. They touch the wrong person that people don't want to see damage. That ever happen to you? You someplace and people be like, oh, we don't want to see that happen to her. Or we don't and that happened to me. I was at a place and a couple of school kids were like, right where I'm at, right now, as I'm doing a video, we don't want to see them bother that lady. They were like telling the community how they felt, what they saw, what was going on. And that's how you know God has you chosen because children's hearts are innocent. I ain't talking about the children who are greedy, who follow their parents, who don't think. You know who God's children is. God's children have a mind of their own. They can't be misled. They're innocent. They should only follow innocent and no innocence. That even when I see the negative, I don't let the negative change the innocence in me. Even though I've been down several paths. They love your lifestyle because you have not changed the innocent in you. I can come and I can talk to you about anything and I ain't got to worry about you judging me. Because if I want to change my life around, when you sit down and talk to a psychiatrist or whatever, you talk about things, the psychiatrist don't come back and beat you down with a bat physically. But out here they will. Diff. D-I-F. I'm trying to be different. Know that. It's important. It's a lifesaver. It can save your life, my life, your whole family life. And then they like the entertaining fact because you're always doing something. It's like, oh my God. And people will get jealous. They'd be upset because you got so much to talk about. But you don't be talking. You only talk to those when you're going down your chosen path. But if I'm going down a chosen path and if I don't have to vibe with you in that way, because there's nothing that I have to talk to you about. We have no means of contact. But if there's means of contact, of course I'm going to be able to get to the other side and be able to discuss what I need to discuss. Because I am diff. D period I period F. I'm diff. Can you get there? Have you been there? Get there and get there soon. And last but not least, your stage setting. The D is for different. Your location, whether it's public or private. The I is to invite. Whether you invite in your shadows or in their shadows. The F is for the flow. Diff. Which means once I've experienced and viewed, I've taken in, I've learned, I've invited all the opportunities to succeed in the flow of things, to slowly move on, to slowly get into existence past where they said you cannot make it, but all the time they looking at you. Why? Because they love your lifestyle. So go out there, do it, take in the knowledge that is with you today, and diff. Make it a different location. Make it a different invite. Watch who you invite, how you invite them. Pay close attention and be careful, but know how to flow. And most of the time, you have to be still. And some of the things that you take in are just for you, not to share, because that's for your protection. Some of the things are for you to share. But if you're a chosen one, you'll know. Now go on and share your life.